Last week, my wife wanted me to go on a walk with her at Radnor Lake. My wife loves to walk. I don't. I like to exercise by playing pickleball, two completely different things. But of course, I said, I'd love to go on a walk with you. So we drove to Radnor Lake, but there was a line to get into the parking lot. So we turned around and said, let's just walk around the neighborhood. But instead of driving home, I decided to go to a different part of the neighborhood that I'd never walked in before. We parked at the baseball field right there, got out of the car, and started walking around our own neighborhood on streets we'd never walked on before. And as we were walking, I was noticing things we've talked a lot about noticing in this course that I'd never seen before. Oh, I didn't realize that there was an entire swimming pool in the backyard of that house. Oh, I didn't know that this street connected to this street. Oh, we started noticing the trees. There were all sorts of incredible things that we were noticing as we took our time walking around a completely different part of our neighborhood. It almost felt like we were on a trip without GPS, getting lost in another country, only we were only half a mile away from our home. I'm telling you, getting lost is actually something uniquely human that none of us do anymore. Why don't we do it? Well, because Siri tells us exactly where to turn at every street. Never in my life did I think I would know what 500 feet look like. But Siri tells us in 500 feet, you're going to turn left. So getting lost, do we do that anymore? Is it essential for us? I think that a lot of people not only can't find their way around their neighborhood or around their city, but maybe we've had a hard time finding our way around our lives as well, because something is always telling us where to go. Getting lost is uniquely human, and I think it's good for us. I think it's good for our intuition. The week in between, or the few days in between moving out of the monastery and flying to Cleveland, Ohio to move in with the Amish, I actually had a speaking event in Brea, California. And I'll never forget, I didn't have a phone, right? Because I was in the middle of my 7 weeks with no screens. I had to ask my wife to write down directions to this school that I was going to speak at. And when I got in the truck, first of all, I hadn't driven in a couple weeks anyway. And I looked down at the written directions and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't have something telling me exactly where to go. I'm going to have to really pay attention, really use my intuition. And guess what? I got lost. Absolutely. And I didn't have a phone that I could call my wife to ask her where to go. I didn't have Siri to tell me which way to turn. I had to figure it out by what? My intuition. And I got there. We don't use our intuition near as much as we should. We have some God-given intuition that we are trading for Yelp reviews. When's the last time you didn't go to a restaurant because some guy named Bob that gave it 2 stars that lives in, I don't know, New Hampshire tells you he didn't enjoy it, so we've decided we're not going to enjoy it either. If you've got a gut feeling you want to go somewhere, just go somewhere. Use your intuition. So let's say it this way. Let's trust our gut over Google. That's right. Let's trust our gut, our intuition, more than we're trusting the data that is being sent our way. I know it's going to be difficult. I know that we want to make sure that we're efficient, but sometimes, I don't know, maybe most of the time, we should allow ourselves and our intuition to lead the way. It's in you for a reason. You got a gut feeling for a reason. Let's use it.